Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with my coffee and some products. First things first, I'm kind of just looking at myself like I bodied this look. I'm definitely gonna have to film it. Now that I know I like this setup for like doing makeup, get ready for me type situations, I definitely am gonna have to film this. So if you wanna see this look, give this video a thumbs up and we'll go ahead and get it popping. But today I'm in here to roll out some more products and just like dish and talk with you guys. So I've been planning on doing this for a minute, and a couple of you guys have also asked me like, hey Brie, can you do a video on like moisture protein balanced deep conditioners? And I was like, I love it when y'all read my mind. I love it when y'all read my mind. So I have been thinking about doing this video for a while, so the fact that you guys were already wanting it kind of just sealed the deal. So today we're going to talk about moisture protein, or just really just balanced deep conditioners. So if you're interested in seeing what I have to share with y'all today, then just keep watching. So basically how I decided to do this video was I went through my entire stash and picked what I felt fit the bill the best for me. So all of these I use regularly. Some of them I've repurchased, but these are all things in my collection that I feel are perfectly balanced deep conditioners. If you don't see certain things that I talk about all the time, it's because I don't feel like it completely fits the bill. I either feel like they're too far on the moisturizing spectrum or they're too far on the protein side. So if you don't see some of the things that I feel that I talk about all the time, that's why. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. I have a bunch of main choice stuff sitting in front of me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about them first. I feel like the main choice is a great place to start when you're looking for more balanced deep conditioners, and that is because all of her products are formulated with biotin, so you're going to get some type of strength out of them. She has recently launched more deep conditioners that are a little bit more on the softening side and things like that. But I feel like for the most part, when I reach for my main choice deep conditioners, I'm reaching for them because I just want it to be like straight down the middle. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is something that I have talked about for like 2 years now on my channel. This is the Pink Lemonade and Coconut Super Antioxidant and Texture Beautifier 5-Minute Reviving Mask. And that's what she looks like in the typical main choice reflective packaging. Now, first of all, I know a lot of y'all don't like this. I do not need anybody leaving me a 10-page dissertation on why they don't like this, because those of you who don't like it, I already know who you are, okay? I love this. I'm completely in love with this mask. I actually just finished one up. I just opened this bottle and I have 3 backups over in my backup drawer. So I always have this on deck. It's one of the few products that I actually keep backups of. What I love about this is that it doesn't really have any protein in it. Like, of course, like all of the main choice deep conditioners, it does have biotin, but it doesn't have like hydrolyzed wheat protein or hydrolyzed quinoa or anything like that. What I love about this is that the high concentration of vitamin C in this mask gives you the strengthening and the elasticity plumping feeling without having to use protein. If you are somebody who really just doesn't jive with protein in anything, I suggest looking towards something like this that is going to give you those ingredients that are going to somewhat mimic protein, right? So I love this because the texture, first of all, is just sexy. Like it's so creamy. It smells like literal pink lemonade. I love this because it has amazing slip. I add it to my strands and they just respond. I think I have a self-care Sunday on this, so I will link it up in the cards above because my hair just really responds to this. It really takes to it. The elasticity that I get from this because it is so well balanced, is just everything. I absolutely love the way that my hair feels with this mask. This is one of my Fix It deep conditioners. If I'm kind of like going through it, I'm trying out different things and they're not really working, or my hair just feels wonky, I go back to this and I just love it because I get so much moisture, but the elasticity and the strength that you get from this makes you feel like maybe she did throw some protein in there, but she doesn't. I absolutely love the ingredients on this. I get about 4 uses of this. It's a little easy to go a little overboard with this because it's that squeezy tube. But aside from that, this is just, it's a beautiful deep conditioner. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I know a lot of y'all don't like it. If you're somebody who just doesn't jive with a lot of vitamin C or citrus in your products, then, you know, like this really isn't going to be for you. But if you haven't tried this before and you typically don't have any issues with vitamin C or anything like that, then I highly suggest giving this a try if you're looking for something that's just going to give you that perfect balance and is going to be a great go-to no matter what you have going on. This is another one that I feel like it honestly kind of in a lot of ways gives me the pink lemonade and coconut vibes, and this is a favorite for a lot of people. This is the Peach Black Tea and Vitamin Fusion Anti-Shedding and Intense Volume Therapy Mask. And y'all know I will insert texture shots of everything. I don't usually insert texture shots for this video, but I just feel like doing it. So we gonna do it. This mask is so luscious. This is another one that is not protein rich. This just really doesn't have any protein. It has biotin, of course, like all Main Choice products do. But this is another one that is heavy in citrus as well as vitamin C. There is vitamin C right in the middle of this. And there is some lemon peel oil as well as some grapefruit higher up. I feel like for this one, this was a little surprising for me because I wasn't expecting it to be as moisture rich as it is. This definitely has a lot of moisture to it. The Peach Black Tea and Vitamin Fusion collection in general really does focus on thinner hair types as well as thermal styling. But I find that this is the product in that collection that works for a multitude of people. I love this because this is another one that really gets the elasticity popping the way that this one does. And it will make you feel like you had something that has that extra punch of protein in it. I also have a self-care Sunday on this mask, so I will link it. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to run out of links when it comes to the iCards, so I will just link everything else in the description bar below. But I love this because, first of all, you don't need a lot of it at all. I've used this a few times and it runs through the hair so beautifully. I think part of it is because this does have cocoa betaine in it, which I kind of side-eyed at first. But it really adds a lot of softness to your hair, and it really makes it spread a very long way as well. So this is also one of the few masks from the Main Choice that is 12 fluid ounces. So if you want to try Main Choice, but you're like, I can't get with them 8 ounces, this is one of the ones that is larger. I love everything about this, from the smell to the ingredients and of course the performance. And this is definitely one I suggest if you're looking for one of those right smack dab, middle of the road, gonna get you on both sides deep conditioners. All right, let's talk about one of my favorite brands. A lot of you guys were actually surprised that this product didn't make my top products of 2019. And it was simply because I hadn't really used it enough, you know? Like, there were some products in there that the result was so immediate that I had to put it in there, and I was still using them. But this was one in particular that I didn't, you know, reach back for before the end of the year had hit. And that is the Adra Beauty Baomint Deep Conditioning Treatment with Baobab, Winter Mint, and Spearmint oils. And y'all, with this crazy ass weather, it's been a little difficult. I've really had to focus more on things that are a little bit either more balancing or more strengthening, because we've had a lot of days where it's just been humid. Like, it hasn't felt like winter at all, which is very frustrating. And for my fine strands, it's extremely frustrating, right? This has come through for me so much. with this odd weather. And even though it wasn't a 2019 favorite, it's definitely going to be a 2020 favorite. This deep conditioner is kind of like the ultimate if you need a perfectly balanced treatment. And I feel like for the most part, the Adwoa collection in general is really great at balancing. This one has hydrolyzed wheat protein right in the middle. But this also has a beautiful blend of coconut oil, shea butter. There's some glycerin in there to kind of help attract everything to the hair. There's baobab and prickly pear. This is loaded with amazing ingredients. And what I like is that you can feel that this is very oil rich and it's very just succulent and supple, and it makes your hair feel succulent and supple. But you can also feel that little bit of protein that is in there. And I love it because I use this and like when I rinse my hair out, it looks like I don't have to do anything else. I literally kid you not. This is so perfectly balanced. And if you have not tried this, I feel like you need to try this. You need to, like, just try it. I love this product so much. This is another product that so many people rave about, and they rave about it for a reason, because Julian knows what she's doing. Julian knows hair. And the thing that I love is that, yeah, the ingredients may not be like the most exotic thing that you've ever seen, but there are very good ingredients in this and they work, you know? Like, I don't care if the ingredients are super exotic, if my hair just chilling, like, okay, sis, like, what we doing? Because I don't feel nothing, you know? This one has really saved me this winter because half the time it hasn't felt like winter. I'm a huge fan of this. I know y'all were like, Bree, come on, you ain't got that in there. And it was only for the sole reason that I hadn't really used it after that video, but I have been using it. I'm literally down to like, I don't know, I might be able to get 2 uses out of this because this is very concentrated and you don't need a lot to coat your strands. So I'm down to the last bit of this, and thankfully I have another one in my stash, but this is definitely going to be a repurchase and one that I highly suggest to you guys if you really need a good balancing treatment. Another one that I love that a lot of people don't like, but I still feel like is worth a try if you ain't tried it. This is the Mono's Hair Curl Restoring Treatment, and this is marketed as an elasticity treatment. So this was intended to be that perfect balance of moisture and strength. This one also has hydrolyzed wheat protein and hydrolyzed quinoa protein. And I absolutely love this treatment because, first of all, I don't have to use much at all. I used this like last week and I was just like, I can never get over how little of this I have to use. A lot of people don't like the smell. I think I'm one of the few people that's not offended by it. And I really don't know how, because I'm like really sensitive. Like, y'all know the only reason why me and Pattern ain't been like tight like this is because the smell just kills me. For some reason, this doesn't bother me. I actually really like it. This is another one of those treatments like the Adwoa one where I rinse my hair and it looks like I don't need to do anything else. Like, the amount of definition and just straight up elasticity that I have after using this treatment is everything. Y'all know me, like, I don't really care about ingredients. I'm going to have quite a few like low end, high end, super botanical and super not botanical in here. So this is going to cross every single person that you could possibly imagine in this video. I'm not making this video for one specific person. I'm giving you guys a range of options, right? Y'all know I don't really care about ingredients, so I don't care that this does have some cones in it. That does not bother me, and I find that her clarifying, the scalp clarifier, I can run that through my strands and then I'll go in with a co-wash afterwards and I'm like good, it doesn't bother me. This is just one of, like, it's a top-notch treatment for me. This is another one that I have quite a few backups of. I think I have 3 backups of this, which in retrospect, I kind of didn't need because like it takes forever to get through a jar for me at least. So I don't really need 3 backups, but I really, really enjoy this treatment. And it's another one that I go to when I just need like a good fix. If you are somebody who, first of all, doesn't really care that much about ingredients, you're looking for something that is definitely like concentrated, and this is still like packed with great things. You're looking for something that's concentrated, is going to get the job done, is really going to give you that curl poppage. This one, I would say, it leans a little bit further onto the protein side, but I still feel like it's a good middle of the road treatment. I get great moisture from this, but I also get great strength from this, which is, like I've said several times, very important for me and my hair texture. So she hit it out the park for me with this treatment. I love this treatment so much, and I definitely like continue to use it because it just like, whenever I put it in my hair, it just shows up and shows out for me. I have a couple from She Scented. Now, for the most part, She Scented deep conditioners are pretty damn moisturizing for me. Like, most of the time, if I'm in a situation where I really need protein, I'm not going towards She Scented. But I do have two here that are good and that have good ingredients if you are looking for something that's a little bit more botanical. So the first one I have is the Passion Fruit and Flax Treatment Therapy Mask, and this is supposed to strengthen and restore. And truthfully, guys, I don't use this enough. I'm happy I pulled it out because I need to put this to use more because I've only used it a couple of times, and I need to use it a couple more times. But it has a super creamy texture to it. This is very emollient, but you also do get that help and elasticity from the protein in here. This one does have a little bit of hydrolyzed wheat protein and hydrolyzed vegetable keratin in here. They are at the end of the list, so they're not going to be as strong as the proteins in the Ajwa and the Mono's Hair one, right? But you see the elasticity pay off from this. This one, as opposed to the Ajwa and the Mono's Hair, is going to lean a little bit more on the side of moisture, but this still falls good enough in the middle for me. So I really enjoy this treatment. It's so luscious, and it gives you that really nice balance of, like I say a lot, soft but strong. It's like, oh, this is really moisturizing, but also like the curls can fight. Like they can hang, they can chill, you know? And that's one thing that I really love about this treatment. This is one of the few things in the She Scented range that I feel like have enough of that like strength factor to it to where I can use this to kind of balance my hair as opposed to going either one way or the other. This is a really nice one. I also have a self-care Sunday on this. Or you know what? No, I don't have a self-care Sunday. I just use this in my Passion Fruit and Flax review. So I'll definitely link that as well. This is a great one to have. She Scented just gets it with deep conditioners, and y'all know that my hair just responds to She Scented products. Like there's something about She Scented that my hair just be like, girl. Like there's very few things from She Scented that I don't like, and this is a really, really, really great one to have. I think I reached for this over anything else when it comes to that like balancing action. This is the Pomegranate Pear Restorative Hair Mask, Intensive Moisture and Repairing Treatment for Very Dry Hair. This one also has a little bit of hydrolyzed wheat protein in it, but it also has amazing ingredients like horsetail, pomegranate, sweet almond and prickly pear, as well as some castor seed oil. And I feel like this one is even more balanced than this one is. I love this deep conditioner. And I also have a review on the Pomegranate Pear line. I did that like 2 years ago. I can't believe, like, God, that feels like yesterday. But I love this treatment. This is a great product to use when you are just like in the need for that middle of the road. It has a great texture. It's kind of on the thinner side, so it really smooths through the hair easily. Y'all know I do enjoy like treatments that are a little bit more thin because they have that really awesome spreadability and slip to the hair, and it's really easy to get through the strands. If you have super duper coarse hair, I suggest trying something out like this because it's extremely penetrative. Like it really just penetrates into the hair shaft. It glides through like butter, like in the most like luxurious way ever. What I love about this is that it leaves my curls super shiny and super moisturized. but also comes in with that bit of strength on the back end. So this one is another one that I feel like is very well balanced, especially for She Sent It, because She Sent It really errs on the side of more moisture. But I feel like this one is the most balanced out of all of them. I've been using this for a while and I just like, I love it. I need to go ahead and finish this up and get another one. But I just, y'all know Pomegranate Pear was like the beginning of my She Sent It love affair. And I still use Pomegranate Pear to this day. I love the product, so highly suggest this. So I had to throw another drugstore one in here. The Mono's hair you can get at Sally. This is, you know, relatively inexpensive for the initial drop. It is a little bit more expensive when you think about price per ounce, but you can always get like, you know, really good coupons at Sally's. Sally's stay with the deals, so a lot of times I don't even fret over price if I'm shopping at Sally's. But this one, this is a good one to have. This is the Garnier Fructis Damage Repairing Treat 1 Minute Hair Mask with Papaya Extract. I did a video on this as well. I want to say it was a self-care Sunday. So this one is supposed to be like their damage focus. I feel like this one is way more balancing than it is like super reparative, you know? And I think that comes into play with the papaya extract. This one is really nice because first of all, it's 13 fluid ounces, 13 and a half actually. The texture is really nice. It smooths through the hair in such a buttery manner. Like it feels so good. And not only that, but I feel like this leaves a lot of shine and makes your hair feel so, it kind of makes your hair feel weighty in a way, but it still adds to that elasticity. And I think that really is from the papaya extract. And I also love, you guys know I talk about this all the time with Garnier. I love how they list the ingredients and they tell you where they lie in the formulation. And they do talk about naturally derived ingredients. And I think that is really, really great marketing. Like I feel like they hit it out of the park when it comes to that part. But this also has really good oils. There's coconut oil in here. And there is also some sunflower seed oil. This has great ingredients for it to be like a drugstore deep conditioner that's like $5. This is also multi-purpose, so you can use this as a deep conditioner, or you can leave a little bit in and use it as a leave-in conditioner. I really like this. I love it both ways. I love it as a deep conditioner because it gives me that really great deep moisture while also adding some strength to my strands and doing a little bit of work. I don't feel like this is super reparative. I feel like this one falls right in the middle. And so this is the one that I like the most. I've tried the avocado one and that one's nice. And I've tried the coconut one and that one's nice. And I hauled this one, the aloe one, but I haven't used it yet. So I will let you guys know how I feel about this compared to this. But this is just a delicious deep conditioner from the drugstore. I've been using Garnier for a long time. Garnier really got me started on my natural hair care journey, and I've never had any issues with the products, and I still use them to this day. So Garnier makes some of my favorite formulas, especially for the drugstore. So if you are a natural on a budget, this is awesome because first of all, you can get your dope deep conditioning in. Your hair gonna feel strong, but it's also gonna feel really moisturized and soft. But then you can turn around, and if you don't have a leave-in conditioner, you can use this as a leave-in and top it with a gel. So I really love this product. It's a really great one from the drugstore. I love having good drugstore products in my stash because first of all, you'll never know. Well, you ain't gonna have no money. Yeah, you don't never know when you're gonna run out of products, you know. So this is a really, really good one. I have a single one from Camille Rose. Most of my Camille Rose masks are very moisturizing, and so they weren't able to make it into this video. And actually the two products that I think are really supposed to be that middle of the road, I don't really like them. The Biarrici Nectar cholesterol one just wasn't my jam. And y'all know I gave Algae Renew another shot, and like it worked a whole lot better, but it still is not my favorite deep conditioner. But I tried this Lavender Quench deep conditioner. I did a review on actually the whole line, almost the whole line. So it started off as a self-care Sunday just for this, and then I was like, well, I have the leave-in and I have the gel, so should I use it? And I did, and that wash and go was like dope. I'm like feeling the lavender line. A lot of people don't like it, but I'm feeling it. This one right here, this is a great moisture protein balance deep conditioner. This one also has hydrolyzed wheat protein in it. And this really surprised me. First of all, because this does have a couple of waxes in it, and I was kind of worried that it was going to build up on my hair. But I actually had the opposite experience. This really moisturized and conditioned my curls without giving me a lot of issues. And it also really plumped my hair, and it gave it that really nice, soft but strong feeling that I look for in balanced deep conditioners. Even though this is called Quench Deep Conditioner and it says it's a moisturizing hair mask, I still feel like this is the perfect moisture protein balance. This is definitely one that I would suggest to you guys, especially if you're looking in the Camille Rose range for something that's going to be very balanced. This is a good one to have. A couple from Soultanicals. We're getting down the end of the line. So I have two here that I feel like give me really, really good balance, and that is the Afrotastic Curl Elastic Deep Conditioning Treatment, as well as their new Glide and Go Deep Ayurvedic Fenugreek Mask Treatment. So both of these have a little bit of protein in them, but they both feel different on the hair. So I'll talk about Afrotastic first. Afrotastic is going to give you a little bit more of that emollients. It's a thicker deep conditioner for sure. Happy that I started using it because it's so nice. This one has hydrolyzed jojoba protein in there, which is actually not very common in a lot of products. So I find this one to be very moisturizing, but it also comes in on the back end and gives you that little bit of punch of protein that gives you that little bit of extra strength. If you have annoying moisture slip, that is basically the moisture version of that deep conditioner. So if you like Minoan Moisture Slip, you will more than likely really enjoy Afrotastic. But I feel like Afrotastic comes in and just gives a little bit more extra elasticity and some extra strength. I'm not showing it because I laid it down somewhere going to go fuss at my dogs. So yeah, that's Afrotastic. Also, this Glide and Go is really good if you need something middle of the road as well. So this one, obviously they advertise the fenugreek, which is great for slip, and it has several other great properties to it, but this also does have quinoa protein. So this one really differs from Afrotastic because it is very thin in texture. It really moves, but what I like about it is that even though it's thin, it still kind of sticks to my strands. It gives me a little bit of that foamy action, but it's not one of those conditioners that gets really, really messy for me. This one really made my hair feel nice and soft, but it was really just like super balanced. So I really like this as well. This is a good option if you're someone who prefers that thinner texture. Like Afrotastic is a very thick mask and it's great because it really adheres to the strands. But if you are not a fan of deep conditioners that are a little bit thicker in consistency for slip sake, then this is a really good one to have. This one is slippery and it's just that perfect middle of the road balance. I really enjoy this. A lot of y'all said you think it stinks though. I don't know, it just smells like honey to me. But I could see somebody not liking the smell. So yeah, that is Glide and Go. This is their newest release. This released Black Friday. And so far, I really like it. I have another one, so I'm gonna have, be getting some use out of this guy as well. But this is really good to have. This one and Afrotastic, if you need really good balanced treatments, are great to have. So this is another one that y'all don't hear me talk about a lot, but I be using her. I gotta do better, y'all, because I be using this and I don't really be talking about it. I did do a self-care Sunday on this though, and I'm pretty sure I told y'all I would report back, but that didn't happen. And the product that I'm talking about is from MICHE. So this is, I actually picked this up from Marshalls. So this is called the Triple Care Mask. That's what this looks like. I picked this up from Marshalls. The new one is in a blue jar and it is now called the Cure. So if you are on Sephora and you see their like strengthening mask, that's what this is. The formula is exactly the same. They just changed the name and the packaging. But I would suggest going to go look at Marshalls and TJ Maxx first, because I stay seeing like hella jars of this and the nourishing mask. This right here, this is nice. I have been using this a lot, and my mom has been using this a lot. I'm natural, my mom is relaxed, so this does help with a multitude of hair types. Now this one doesn't have any proteins in it, but I find that this is strengthening, but it is also very moisturizing to my hair. Amika is really big on sea buckthorn oil, and I find this to be very nourishing. First of all, it's like mad thick, so you don't need to use a lot. Between me and my mom both, we are just now hitting like the halfway point. You don't have to use a lot of this product at all, as long as you have a good amount of water in your hair. This stuff will have your hair looking like deep wave fresh out the pack. It's so good, and I hate that I like it because it's pricey, but I mean, I feel like we all have those like guilty pleasure products, like you don't want to pay for it, but at the same time you like, but I like you, you know? This is definitely that. Trying this has made me want to try more Amika products. I think Melcherie, she really likes the Curl Corpse gel and defining cream or whatever. So I do think I want to try those, but this is great for just that perfect middle of the road deep conditioner. A lot of people talk about their nourishing mask, which I think is called Soul Food now. And I don't know, like I haven't tried it, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's going to give me what this gives me. It's just that perfect balance. I don't need anything else. This is one of those few deep conditioners that I feel like I'd use this and I'm like, bruh, I could totally just like go ahead and put a styler on my hair and go. Like it really provides moisture. It provides that strength to your hair. But it also locks in that moisture. I feel like this is one of those few products you could totally do that with. This is so good. And I hate that I love it. I really do. So I'm gonna just keep buying this from you know, Marshalls while I got my discount. And you know, once I don't have any more of the discontinued, then I will start buying the full size one. But yeah, that's like basically like a year later, an update on this. I really enjoy it. I pull this out a lot of the times when I am kind of in that middle of the road situation where I don't really need too much moisture, but I don't really need too much strength. I just want to keep it super simple and balanced. And this does that for me. And my mom loves this. Like if she, if her hair is really going through it, she loves this because it adds just enough strength to not make her hair feel brittle. And it gives her a lot of moisture without upsetting, you know, whatever she's going to do after her blow drying, flat ironing. She usually does roller sets, so this doesn't disturb any of that. It doesn't leave your hair greasy, but it leaves you with a lot of moisture and a lot of strength. So I really like this mask from Amika. So yeah, go check out Amika. If you see this in Marshalls, you're gonna want to get the Triple Care mask. But if you see it in Sephora, it's gonna be called the Cure. So just remember that. So I have MICHE. This is gonna be it. The first one I have is, y'all already know, Strengthen Protein Deep Conditioner made with baobab protein and mango butter. This has been one of my top deep conditioners since I tried it last year. This is such a creamy, luscious mask. This is one of those masks that I just apply it and my hair just be like, oh, like it just feels so good. What I like about this is that this has baobab protein in it. And so this is not going to be one of those, products that is like, makes your hair hard, right? So this has hydrolyzed baobab protein. It has hydrolyzed wheat protein and hydrolyzed silk protein. Y'all know how I feel about the hydrolyzed silk protein. I love me some silk. But this also does have other great ingredients that are going to help the products penetrate. And it also has good nourishing ingredients like mango butter and olive oil and rice bran oil. There's also some glycerin in there to help kind of pull that moisture in. All of these proteins in here are really great because while they can provide some strength, these do also aid in moisture. So they aid in pulling in more of that moisture to the hair. And I just love this mask. It's one of those where it's like your hair feels really soft and supple and moisturized, but you're also like, there's something extra, and it's the protein. And this is just the perfect balance for me. Indulge is really nice because it's strictly moisture, but the protein in this gives me that extra balance that my hair just craves. If you have not tried Strengthen, I highly suggest that you try Strengthen because it is just, it has gone into like the holy grail books for me. I have a backup of this. I try not to like keep too many backups of MICHE because it is more natural and it is handmade hair care. So I want to be careful when it comes to this, and it doesn't take me a lot. Like literally, I just get my hair wet in the shower after shampooing and I separate my hair in half, and I just take a little scoop and work it through one half and then take another scoop and work it through the other half. This is where I am after like 3 uses of this jar. So I love this stuff. This is a jar that I just opened recently. I love this stuff. This is great for balance. It gives really beautiful moisture, but that protein comes in on the end and just really balances and mellows it all out and just makes your hair feel silky and luxurious and luscious. So Strengthen, she's bang. Don't never change it, Michelle. Don't never change it. And this one is new to me, and I think as I'm filming this is still up on the website, but these are the last batches, so once they're gone, they're gone. But I wanted to give this an honorable mention. This is the Peppermint Candy Cane Limited Edition Holiday Deep Conditioner. I recently did a self-care Sunday on this, so I will also link that in the description box, because at this point, I ain't got no more cards left, because I think I've done videos on all of this. Yeah, I have. Look at me go. But yeah, this conditioner. Now, I feel like the strengthening properties in this one do kind of outshine Strengthen a little bit more. So this one utilizes wheat amino acid and soy amino acid. But this also has your baobab. Also has some shea butter in here, some peppermint. This smells literally like a candy cane. This smells so good. I love this because it really is like true elasticity boosting. This gives really, really nice moisture, and it makes your hair feel really soft and supple, but it also comes through and it just packs the punch with that like curl poppage and a little bit of that strength. This one right here, I wish it wasn't limited edition because it's so good. It's not going to make your hair feel hard. It's that perfect middle of the road where you get that really nice moisture and that beautiful elasticity. It just balances your hair out so perfectly. This one, I would say, is a notch up from Strengthen. So the formulations are definitely different. They work differently and they apply differently in the hair. But they're both like, they both serve the perfect like same purposes. Is it snowing? Oh, it's snowing. Listen, I can't get through this video without being distracted. But this Peppermint Candy Cane Deep Conditioner, if it's still up, I suggest trying it if you've been looking at it. Both formulations, the peppermint and the sugar cookie, have been really, really nice for my hair. But this is also really beautiful if you just need another super solid moisture protein balance treatment that you can just have to use whenever and not have to worry about it. Okay guys, so that is it. There are some things that like are technically moisture protein balance that I just don't like as much as these, but these are the ones that I feel like this is a good list where you can just look at this video and be like, you know what, maybe I need to try that, or maybe I need to try that. So let me know, what are your favorite moisture protein balance deep conditioners? Sometimes this can be different for people because some ingredients are going to strengthen other people's hair more than they will strengthen mine. So yeah, what are your favorites? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video as well as requesting it. I love it when you guys leave me requests because a lot of y'all be having some good ass ideas, okay? So you got requests, leave it down below. I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.